Maitreya, 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 Maitreya. You are seeing the chair setup for the August 29th, 2018 team meeting with 17 celestials and 5 humans. This was Maitreya's 22nd message for the world, and Diane will describe to you a little bit of who was in the chairs and what was going on with the celestials.
This was a very large meeting. It was August. So it was just 2 years ago, because this is August 26th, and this was on August 29th, 2018. We had 5 rows up on the patio. We kept bringing in chairs. And I wanted to tell you a little bit of how the seating arrangement is here in the picture that you're looking at. We had 5 rows, and these were all celestials because our guests, Elisheva and, of course, Lynelle and Arjan, were all in chairs in front of them with my husband Michael and I. So, the front row, to my left, and I was in the middle with Michael, was the Universal Mother. The second seat was Sanat Kumara. Third seat, Dionysus. Fourth, Venus. Fifth, Persephone. Sixth, the Universal Father. Now I want to make mention. On the left, far left seat was the Universal Mother. The far right one was Universal Father. The second seat was Sanat Kumara, who is Gabriel. And he also was very close to Mother Venus, who was in seat 4. So Universal Mother was in seat 1, Universal Father 6. Gabriel was in seat 2, and Mother Venus was in seat 4, just one away from him. The third seat in the front row was Dionysus, and he is also Gautama Buddha. And with his beautiful Persephone in seat 5, next to Venus, Persephone, or as we called her, Melody. The second row, we only had 2 chairs that were used. Poseidon, Neptune, and next to him, Ceres, or we call her Demeter also. So those 2. So you have a lot of pairs here. Universal Father and Mother, Gabriel and Venus, Gautama Buddha and Persephone. In the second row, we have a pair, Neptune and his consort Ceres. In the third row, it's a little bit different in the back. We have Clymene, or we call her Beatitude, to the left, to my left, looking at them. And next to her are her 2 sons. Bride Alfred is right next to her. Oh, we have a Greek name for him, Prometheus. And he also has been called one of the very first Christs that we know about in history, that he supposedly sacrificed his life to bring fire and bring help to humans at a possibly earlier time than the god Zeus really wanted. And next to him is Brian, or Atlas, his brother. In our fourth row, we have Iris to the left, Gamaliel, and we have Bryce, who is the senior archangel of our beautiful Maitreya. In the last row, we have Corina, who is called Rhea in the Greek, and she is the mother of Hera and Zeus, or local universe mother and father, so you would have to call Rhea the Mother Son Eternal in the Urantia book. Maitreya was next to her, and of course this is a Maitreya message. This is the 22nd message of Maitreya, August 29th, 2018. And he is in exactly the middle at the very back. Next to Maitreya, and that would be, as I was looking to my right, was Apollo. And he was very much in prominence. His presence was very well known to Elisheva and the rest of our guests, Arjan. For some reason, they really keyed into Apollo. Now, I want to make mention that the first, second, and third row, I did not see any form, a personification of a human form. What was there instead? And this was at nighttime, so it was particularly beautiful. The dark sky and the stars and the moon. But on the chairs, a very unusual picture was shown. In each chair of the first 3 rows, there was a beautiful pink flame. I've never ever seen anything like this ever before in the place of where the Celestials were supposed to be. But the flame was not just a little flame like an inch or 2 or even 5 inches. It was almost to the top of the back of the chair. In fact, it was. So it was wide. It reached the whole width of the chair. But it also then, going up to a tip, like a flame does at the top, was pink. And it was at least, I would say, 2 feet high or more. And all the flames were the same. They all looked the same. For 3 rows, we had the pink flames. In the 4th row, the Iris and Gamaliel and Bryce were not in full-size form. They were in a small form. They were each about 2 feet high, but they were entirely different than all the rest of the Celestials, and I don't know why. They were from further away, I'm told. Whether this must be, I guess, the reason. But that's what it was.
There were pink flames.
There were no flames, only the first 3 rows. In the 5th row, our last row toward the back, we had larger than life size. Not much larger, but somewhat, because Apollo appeared to me much larger than just a normal person. And Maitreya and Rhea, they all were in forms you could recognize as a person personified, but they were just a little bit larger. Now, I don't know if this was because they were in the very back and so they made themselves larger because we were looking forward and therefore the flames were at a certain height and so they were quite a bit bigger. I don't know the purpose or reason, but they were. And I know Elisheva talked to us afterward about how she really felt the presence of Apollo. And she had a dream about Apollo right before coming to see us. And that was very interesting. And she asked me, she said, "Who should I pray to for my health? I'm very concerned." And I said, "Well, Apollo." And she said, "Oh my goodness, I just had a dream about Apollo." "That's amazing." And I said, "Yes, Apollo says to pray to him. He will help you with your health." So we had 3 rows of bright pink flames. But I don't want you to think it was a dark pink. It was more of a medium pink. A medium, but very pink, very pink. And it wasn't very in shades. It was all solid, like you did a painting of it. It like didn't come up to the top in white or red or gold or anything. Totally a medium pink, flat, like almost like a painting. So that's pretty well how the configuration was. It was Maitreya's meeting. He was not the only one who spoke, but it was his 22nd message. And I just wanted to let you know what we saw and how beautiful it was at night with the beautiful pink flames. Before we begin, I want you to say your name one more time.
Arjan.
Arjan, Lynelle, Lynelle, and we have Elisheva. All right. What is the time, Michael?
Oh, right now it's about 8, 9 after.
Okay, then we're fine. Okay. All right. We will begin. If everyone will just close their eyes for just a couple of minutes, and we will start. They are not here yet, so we'll have to wait a few minutes.
You can just relax and close your eyes and just breathe deeply, meditate.
Yes, of course.
Meditate on who will be coming.
Yes.
And opening our hearts and our minds to their presence and what they have to say to us.
We'll wait just until they arrive.
I have a song for calling in angels, if you'd like.
I would love it. Well, what a lovely idea. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Let us open the meeting, and then we'll have you sing, because I want to record it. Now, if you do sing or do something, would you object to it being put up on YouTube? I mean, please let me know now. It would be all right, because we have about 45 videos up on our YouTube channel, and we're starting to get some viewers, and so we'll see what happens.
We have our friend from Maitreya, Great Gal, Sammy, who has a song on one of our YouTube videos, and Lynelle over here.
Yes, Lynelle's going
Her
to
beautiful,
be.
her beautiful voice has a song on one of our videos that we'll be putting up soon.
Yes, yes. So after we open the meeting, we do the time, and the date, then would you like to do your song then? All right. Then after the song, we'll begin with our prayer and the meeting. So we'll do that then. All right. Some of them have arrived. Some. Not all. We'll wait a few more minutes. They are here, so we can begin. Michael, would you please give us the time and the date?
Yes, the time is 12 minutes after 8 p.m. Pacific time. The date is August 29th, 2018. We are on our upstairs patio in our beautiful home in Mission Viejo, California, USA. We are eagerly anticipating Lord Maitreya's 22nd message for the world. We are so happy to have our really good friend Lynelle Griffin with us tonight, and our wonderful friend that we met last night at Dennis Fisher's beautiful home. We met Elisheva, so we're so happy to have Elisheva here to share in this wonderful time with our celestial brothers and sisters. And our newest friend, reclining in a nice comfy chair behind me, nice comfy lounge chair, is Arjan. And we're so happy to have Arjan with us tonight. We will be blessed with a song by Elisheva after we have a short prayer for world peace.
Fine, we'll have our prayer.
And we'll take a nice deep breath.
I want to mention that we also have the beautiful star Venus right behind Arjan, and it is blessing us tonight, I'm sure. So, Michael, would you please do us a prayer, and then we will have our song.
Our dear Heavenly Father, and dear Heavenly Mother, we invite Thee to be present with us. Bless this time that we spend together with our wonderful friends, human, with the divine spark within them, the God presence, the God part that they have, reaching out to You always and up to You, and also sharing this time with our celestial brothers and sisters and our Lord Maitreya is here tonight to impart to us his 22nd message for the world. He and his team of celestial workers and supporters are helping us to attain world peace at this time. And with great support from the Universal Father for world peace, we say, please, Universal Father, Heavenly Father and Mother, open the hearts and the minds of all of the people of the earth so that they may receive the blessing of peace and love from you, and that they may in turn share that love and that peace with all of our brothers and sisters here on earth, to create a place worthy of your vision for us, Universal Father, and worthy of the work that Maitreya and all of his workers will be doing. We especially thank Mother Venus and Gabriel, Sanat Kumara at this time for the love, the truth, and the new religion, the worldwide religion of love that will be beginning soon on our earth to help uplift everyone on the earth and the earth itself. God bless us all with health and strength, world peace,
World peace, world peace.
That's right.
Now a song from our beloved Elisheva.
This is a song in Hebrew calling in the angels of peace, God's holy angels, and he is the King of the universe, King of these blessed angels, the Holy One, blessed be he. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bohem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barhuni LeShalom, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Amen.
Amen. How most beautiful. And Arjan, you do work with the Tibetan bowls?
Bowls, crystal bowls, gongs, and other very high-end vibrational instruments for healing at all levels.
How wonderful. Maybe you might be able to bring something and share with us sometime. We'll hope that you can. We would love that. And we would love to have you come and sing. You can come and sing every time. That's gorgeous.
And teach everybody Hebrew.
Oh, yes. Shalom.
That's going to bring God
Very, very good.
in our midst.
Yes. This is our 22nd message by Maitreya. But he has a large group here this evening. And I want to go around, and should I take this as I go around, hold it?
I'll go with you.
All right, you go with me. So that I can introduce you to them. This is new to us too. We were brought up just typical Christian upbringing. And then we got into Theosophy and Rosicrucianism and Maitreya Great Tao, and of course with Summit Lighthouse and Elizabeth Carr Prophet,
And now the Urantia
and
Book.
now the Urantia Book. My husband has been president of UVLA in his term, and he was on the board for 4 years, and I was on the board for 4 years. It's Urantia Book Los Angeles. And we had most of the state, except we have another society in San Francisco. But we are all over the world, and it's from the Urantia Book, which we have, which we can share with you later. But I want to go around, and if Michael will accompany me, then I'll go this way, because we'll just take our time here, and we want you to understand what's going on. We have to start in our first row, and if you notice, there are 6 of these garden chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to start with the first chair and introduce you. In our first chair, we have the Universal Mother. And we have the Universal Father at the 6th chair. So they are opposite each other. The Universal Mother in the Urantia Book is also called the Supreme. And the Supreme creates all of the material, all the wonderful things that we enjoy. The comfort of a lounge chair, a warm shower, good food, plenty of material goods, the Supreme. And she's also found in Theosophy, and she's found in the Hindu, the Supreme. So she is creating all of this. That's the Universal Mother. Our second chair is Sanat Kumara. He's known by many names, as is the Universal Mother. Sanat Kumara, we have found out, is the consort of Venus, from our planet Venus. He is also in the Bible called Gabriel.
Archangel Gabriel in the Bible. Urantia Book is firstborn of the local universe father, local universe mother.
Yes, but
Bright morning star.
whatever name that he is in control of this world. He is the prince of this world, and he is promised to be at every meeting that we have, and every gathering. This is not a gathering. This is just a very relaxed team meeting. We'll have a gathering out in where the temple is in the back, and that'll be at another time. Our third chair, over here, we have Dionysus. Dionysus' name also is Gadriel, and Gadriel is the consort of Persephone, who is over here in our 5th chair. Persephone in Greek mythology was an earth mother goddess, and she's very interested in providing good food, fresh fruits and vegetables for all the earth, and all for starving people too. Persephone here in our 5th. So we have the Universal Father, Mother, I keep saying that, Sanat Kumara, who is Gabriel. Dionysus is Gadriel. Lady Venus is here in the center, but it's our 4th chair. And she also goes by many different names. In the Chaldean and the Canaanite, you've got Ishtar, you've got Astarte, you've got Aphrodite in the Greek, and then the Roman Mother Venus. And then, of course, Lady Venus. If you want to say a more modern, more today name for her, Lady Mother Venus. Okay, our 5th chair, and she is the one I want to mention first. She will be incarnating in March of 2020. She will be going to every church, every synagogue, every temple, and every place of worship. So I'm sure she'll be going to Dennis Fisher's, and I hope she'll be gathering up a lot of happiness here too in our home. So we have Persephone is next, number 5, or Persephone. Persephone is Demeter's daughter. Persephone is married to Dionysus, who we just met in our 3rd chair. And in our 6th chair, we do have the Universal Father. Sorry, I keep talking about him. I wanted to show you a little picture of him. Is he right there in the chair in the back? Michael, could you grab him? Thank you. I wanted to show you, I'm just starting on doing this. I'm doing the drawings, but I'm beginning. This is just an idea, and if I were a great artist, it would be better, but we'll just do the best that we can in this situation. Oh, here we are. I did a drawing of Gadriel, who is Dionysus, and his spouse, Persephone. They are also a prince and princess of this world. And Persephone is also the goddess of the underworld, because after we die and leave this earth, she is in charge of a lot of the initiations that they will do. So we have Persephone here. Okay. Persephone and Dionysus.
She's also told us one of her personal names is Melody.
That's what, yes.
Melody. She first came to us as Melody,
Yeah.
but she was kind of veiled at that time. A lot of these celestials that have come to see us originally, like the Universal Father when he first came, he was veiled. They came in a
Melchizedek.
yeah, he came in a little bit more, a way that was a little more gentle for us and for us to get comfortable with.
Yeah, it has to be gentle for us.
It's been a developing relationship.
Yes, very much so.
And they're very gentle with us,
Now, let's
very
see.
powerful celestials,
Here's my thing. Okay, so we have the Universal Father, who is the consort of the Universal Mother.
You'll
So-
find them in the Urantia book. Universal Father, first person of Trinity in the Urantia book. Universal Mother, his consort, but also known as a personalization of deity, known as what's called in the Urantia book the Supreme Being.
The Supreme Being.
She told you a little bit about that.
Yes.
All of finite creation happens within the Supreme Being, the finite level of creation. That's a portion of her job or work that she does.
I want to mention too that Persephone, she is here with her mother, and I'll introduce her in just a minute. She's right in back of her, Ceres or Demeter. And they are here because Maitreya is using them on his team because they are goddesses of fertility, of the soil, and of the abundant fruits and vegetables, and he wants to make sure that all of his children on the earth are fed. And that's part of the magisterial mission, to make sure that everyone has enough supply of everything. No one goes without or in hunger. All right, in our, this is really our second row. And we won't rush this because I want you to try and understand what we've been going through the last year or so. Poseidon is also Neptune, and he is the consort of Demeter or Ceres. And Poseidon is here for the second time, and we're hoping that he will speak to us tonight. I'm not sure. We tried to get him last time. Yes, I think he will. And we have Ceres or Demeter. Okay. Now, our next
And you can
row,
refer to your seating chart if you want.
Yeah, right. If you can see there, it's kind of hard to see. In our third row here, we have 3 chairs. And this chair at the very end, her name is Clymene. Now, when she first came to us, she gave us the name of Beatitude, but now she's opening up that in other cultures, at different times in history, she has been called Clymene, which is in Greek mythology a Titan. She is a powerful royal lady, And she has two sons that are here tonight, and we have been meeting them. And we have Bright Alfred in this second chair, and he is called Prometheus in the Greek mythology. We have Atlas. His first name he gave to us was Brian. He's a very sweetheart, and I'll show you his picture that we have there too. So I'll do that now. I don't want to go too fast because we've been taking a year to find out all about this, or at least several months. And
Clemeni is the only one I haven't heard of.
oh, really?
There's
oh,
Beatitude
good.
right there.
Oh, there she is.
There's Clemeni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is Beatitude, Clemeni, and she is a Titan. She is Beatitude. This is Bright Alfred. His first name he gave to us, but now we know he is Prometheus. And we're very happy to have him. Now, on this page, we have Clemeni's son, Brian, and he is also known as Atlas. So what we're finding is that
To show
the gods have been here all along. And whatever culture changes, they're still up there. We name them a different name, but they're still up there. This is Brian, or Atlas. This is Beatitude, or Clemeni. And this is Bright Alfred, Prometheus. She told us in the last meeting that she is going to use her strong arms, which are her sons, to break some of the confusion and break some of the negativity that has been on our planet. So we'll see what happens. Okay?
And that's one aspect of the magisterial mission,
Right.
which we can explain the magisterial mission a little bit more. In Urantia Book terms, go ahead. The Urantia Book talks about a magisterial mission. A celestial being, a paradise son who comes, at the end of a dispensation or the beginning of a dispensation to judge the progress of the earth. And, they'll take, sometimes they'll take a body, they'll incarnate and work among the people to, institute maybe new programs, new policies that will help boost humanity a little bit and get them going a little bit, and also judge the souls that have been doing their work of ascension on the earth to see if, they can go on or not, what have you. But at this time, Lord Maitreya, we've been told that Lord Maitreya is this paradise son, this magisterial son, who is coming at this time, and has been here many times before, who has come at this time to do a magisterial mission. And a lot of these celestial personalities are helping in some way. Some of them are supporters, like our Universal Father, Universal Mother. Universal Father's working for world peace. And there are other supporters, like the local Universe Father, the Heavenly Father and Mother I talked about before. But there are also workers. There are angels, Melchizedeks, like Bright Alfred and Brian will help in some way. And then we've just been told recently, within the last month or so, that Gabriel, Sanat Kumara, and Lady Venus, Mother Venus, will be working with Maitreya, the other celestial workers and supporters, to start, she'll embody and they'll start developing a new world religion for this earth in the next 4 years. That will be developing. That's what we've learned. So they're strong, powerful, and doing a lot of work on this earth. And we're just Diane and I are trying to understand the work that they're doing at this time, piece it together, and try and express it. Express it in, our limited way to share that and share what they're doing. Because they've told us, they want their message to get out, and they want everyone to know who they are, And I think the Heart Center community too. You told us that they want the videos to be out there so that everyone can know what they're doing. Yeah.
All right, we have in our fourth row, we just have a fourth and fifth to go. The very last chair at the end is a lovely lady named Iris. She is in Greek mythology. She is also called an angel. She is definitely a celestial. Her son is Eros, E-R-O-S. And Iris also is sometimes shown with fairy wings. But she's usually in yellow and gold and green. So that's our Iris, our lovely Iris. And then in the middle we have Gamaliel. Now Gamaliel we have not had before. He works under Gabriel and Mother Venus. So he has joined us tonight. Gamaliel is in the Bible. Gamaliel, if you read the stories of Paul, they say that Gamaliel was the teacher of Paul. It's in the Bible, his name. And he taught him all his life. He also protected the disciples from beatings, saved them from imprisonment at different times. And Gamaliel is here, and Gabriel is his, what would you say? He's under Gabriel, we'll put it that way, and a helper. He's a helper, Gamaliel. Here, in the third chair here, we have Bryce, the archangel. He is Maitreya's senior archangel. Maitreya has 2 senior archangels. And one is not here this evening, Dora. But Bryce is here, and we welcome you, Bryce. Thank you for being here. Our last row, we just have 3 more. In the last chair, by the end of our patio, we have a lovely lady and goddess called Rhea. Now Rhea is, she is the mother of the local universe mother and father. In the Greek mythology, they're called Hera and Zeus. And so she is a very powerful lady too, and that is Rhea. And she came giving us the modern name of Corina. In the center here, in our brown chair, we have Lord Maitreya. Lord Maitreya is in his Middle Eastern body tonight, in tan and browns, and he usually comes, sometimes he comes in his Hispanic body, usually. He has taken a Hispanic body in order to incarnate and to work in Los Angeles. He has actually taken a job. So we have
And sometimes in his personal body.
And sometimes he does come in his personal body, which is quite different. Gold hair and gold eyes, so he's different. Our third chair is Apollo, and he is our god of the Greek mythology, Apollo. And so we will get back here, and now I'll show you another picture that I have. I don't have all the pictures, as I've told Lynelle. I'm raising 2 teenagers now. I've had 3. We have one that our daughter is in Florida now in college. But here I will show you who we've missed. Oh, did we talk about Aaron? Oh, Aaron is Apollo. I keep forgetting that. We have just recently learned the Greek mythology names for some of these gods. So Aaron is the name that he gave us to begin with, but he is actually, he says Apollo. Now Apollo is interesting. He and Dionysus are both the god of music. They share it, and they are father and son. But the interesting thing about Apollo, he also plays the organ, and through him, the emanations that go through him become Saint Germain. He is overshadowed by Apollo, Saint Germain. He is an ascended master, but he's overshadowed and inspired by Apollo. So This is Apollo, and I will show Arjan too. And before I do, though, let's see if we have another picture to show. This is Corina, and she is the goddess Rhea. And her children are, again, Zeus or Hera, or if you go forward, we call them the local universe mother and father in the Urantia book. So we will, let's see, did we have any more here? I'm not sure. You saw those. And this is Isis.
Iris.
In her green and gold. So she is there. And again, we didn't expect to find Iris because...
Who's Melchizedek? Is that Dionysus?
Pardon me?
She's pictured with wings sometimes.
Dionysus is Gadriel, also known as Gadriel.
I'm sorry, I'm light. This is Iris.
There in the Urantia book, there are a number of Melchizedeks. They are a group. They're a group of celestials that do work on different planets.
Here we have Corina, who is...
But there is, in the Bible, there is Melchizedek. Now, in the Urantia book, there is... In the Urantia book, there is... there are 5 epical revelations. 5 times when a celestial being has come to this earth for a particular purpose. The 3rd epical revelation is when Makiventa Melchizedek came to this earth. Makiventa Melchizedek, and he met and he worked with Abraham. You know, so there in the Urantia book there's more than one Melchizedek. There are a group of Melchizedeks that do different things within a local universe. And by the way, the 5th revelation, or the 5th epical revelation, is the Urantia book itself. The first being Planetary Prince, which, by the way, is Gadriel, or Dionysus. He was the original planetary prince and is still planetary prince for this earth. He and his teachings were the first epical revelation.
This is Dionysus, and it's with Aaron, who is Apollo. Apollo is the god of music. He plays an organ just like Saint Germain. And when I was with the Church Triumphant, with Elizabeth Clare Prophet, they gave me a CD of, well, actually it wasn't a CD. I hate to admit it was a tape. I go back a long time. My family were involved with Elizabeth Clare and Mark Prophet back in the late 60s, so I go back a long ways. Actually, it was a tape of Saint Germain playing the organ. And they say that it really is. It is from the Summit Lighthouse. I don't know, but that's what they say. But our Aaron, who is Apollo, also plays the organ. And do you know what is interesting is many of the Ascended Masters do? They play the organ because the music, and you're involved in the music and the spiritual part of it, the music actually can lift people and lift a whole planet. So that is, yes, you know that. That's very, very true. Yes, we are all involved in music. Yeah, we are.
Sing for God.
I'll tell you something that is interesting about this group. They are all musicians and singers, or play an instrument or sing.
Yeah, originally when they came to us a couple of times, and they came to us as celestial musicians.
We didn't know who they were.
Some of them singers, you know, some of them composers, some of them instrumentalists. Because, you know, I have a degree in music. I'm a musician and a singer. And Diane's been a singer.
Yes.
And
Lynelle.
And Lynelle, of course, when they were coming to us, they came to us as celestial musicians. And then we found out later that, you know, some of them were pretty heavy hitters. As we've had with the meetings the last 3-4 years, we have come to know them a bit more, and a little bit more about what they're doing now, what type of work. And we are called the sixth revelation, Diana and myself and the work that we're doing. The fifth revelation being the Urantia book, okay, purports to be the fifth epical revelation. And they give an outline of the cosmic hierarchy, a general outline of the cosmic hierarchy, going beyond our solar system to local universe, super universe, paradise. And they give pretty much a general explanation of this hierarchy, right? But Diana and I have been meeting with these celestials whose names are found in the Urantia book and others, and they have told us that they want everyone to know what they're doing now. Not just how they're portrayed in the Urantia book in a general way, but what they're doing now. And they're saying that they're doing some very special work on our planet right now. So we're the sixth epical revelation.
Well, we're trying.
And just trying to show the living gods about in
They're alive.
Revelation, but the
That's
living
right.
gods and what they're doing now.
That's very true.
So most of these celestial personalities here are celestial musicians.
The first question I have of you is, are you really here? They're saying they are. Sometimes they come to us like a hologram type of thing. Sometimes they come to us only about 10 inches tall. But they are saying they are really here. Are all of you really here? And I will use my helper to confirm what I'm told. Our Lady Venus is right here in our fourth chair. We'll ask her, Lady Venus, are you really here? Are you? You are. Are you full size? No. Our Lady Venus is not full size tonight, but that's all right. It doesn't mean that a portion of her is not here. A portion of her is here. And she's going to be reincarnating in 2 years. Lady Venus, are you... I know I was talking to a Kathleen Alexander who was with the Heart Center, and she said Lady Venus made various visits to this earth at different times. But when did you come this last time? How long have you been here? She hasn't really been here very long. We had her in our meetings about, a month ago? 2 months ago, I think. Yes. And you were telling us that you were going to be incarnating, and as a female of about 49 years old, and she'll be going to every church, every place of worship, as I said. But have you any preconceived message for us tonight? She does. She wants to tell you, especially the women, that she is there for us. She is really there for the women. For the women that are young, we have Lynelle here. She's just starting a new life here, really.
In what way, Lady Venus, are you here for the women?
She is. She is here especially for the women.
In what way, Lady Venus, are you here for the women?
She wants to raise their confidence. She wants to raise their ability to work side by side with men to produce the prosperity that Maitreya is going to give to the world. She wants the women to have a new perspective of themselves, a new vision of themselves. She wants them to be more thoughtful in every action they take. The young women are strong, but they need to be more thoughtful in every action they take. She wants to give the women a new vision of motherhood, of motherhood. She's saying that she wants to protect the unborn child. That today people are giving the message that she would be better off, the young woman, giving away her children, causing the unborn to cease living. And she wants to give a new vision to especially the young women to protect the unborn. She is coming as an older woman in her incarnation. In March of 2020, she is coming with 3 paradise daughters. And I tell you, in the Urantia book, we call some celestials paradise daughters that are the daughters of either the Supreme or the local universe mother or the infinite mother or the eternal mother. And they are raised in paradise and then usually go to the billion planets of Havana to be further raised. And then finally, some of them are actually incarnated on the earth. Now, I know we were talking to Ceres, Demeter, who is just in back of Venus. So you just count over 4 chairs, Venus, and Demeter is right in back in the 2nd row. Ceres, I don't know, maybe you can show them, Michael, or their charts.
It's the 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, there's only 2.
6. There are 2 chairs in back.
Yeah, so Ceres is the 2nd one here, right in
Yeah,
back.
Ceres is the 2nd one right there.
Yeah, kind of really more in back of Persephone. But Demeter is also involved in supplying the foods for the hungry and for the starving children around the world. And Mother Venus does not want anyone in the world to starve. She is a part of this team with Demeter or Ceres because they are the Earth Mothers, and also Persephone, who's in our 1st row, our 5th chair. She wants to give a new vision to the older woman, and she is coming as an older woman. She's not coming as a 20-year-old. She is coming not even a middle age. She's coming as an older woman, 49 or 50. And she wants to give them a new vision too. A new vision to believe that the rest of their life, no matter how many years there are, that it can be the most prosperous, the most joyous, the most happy and fulfilled that they have ever had in their life. Now, Maitreya is putting in programs to also make that happen. There are so many women that are in countries where they are submerged in unhappiness and misery, and maybe even not able to feed their children. She wants all the women of the world, even the older women, to enjoy this new prosperity that Maitreya will bring. Mother Venus is very involved also in creating a new religion for the very young. We're talking about the female here.
For the very young female?
Yes. Mother Venus wants to have Apollo and wants to have Dionysus, who are the gods of music, to introduce to the earth a new music for the young. We'll wait here. May God have mercy if anyone needs help.
God bless them.
Mother Venus wants to bring about a religion that will be for all people of love, but right now she's talking about the female of this earth. She feels that a new music could be introduced, and also by Persephone, because Persephone is a musician. And I think that we should ask Persephone to tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll come back to Mother Venus. Is that all right, or do you want to continue? She wants to continue a little bit more. Mother Venus wants a new music for the youth, especially the female, to bring out more of the motherly instincts that maybe have been submerged through the new culture that we have today. She wants the very young child, female child, to begin having a more nurturing aspect to her nature. And the music that she feels that they're listening to today is not really contributing to making that. So she is giving a project to Dionysus, to Persephone, and Apollo, who's the god of music with Dionysus, that they create a new music for very young girls to bring about a nurturing in themselves that will carry over for when they become mothers themselves. She feels that this is really imperative because the unborn child has to be protected by the mother.
Mother Venus, has this music been created yet, or is it to be created?
Actually, it is being created at this time, but she is introducing it to us, the idea, for the first time here.
Can you give us an idea of what this music may be like? Is it like vocal? Is it like pop music? Instrumental? Is it something that we're using today with maybe just different words? Can you tell us a little?
This is where she would like to now turn it over to Persephone, who is Melody. And Melody is in our fifth chair here in our first row.
Because I'd certainly like to be a part of it if you'll let me do that. I'll do that.
Persephone, Melody, when you came to us, you said that you were going to help Michael produce his music. Is this the music that you were talking about? Music for the young girls specifically that Mother Venus is talking about? It is. But it is going to be the way that melody produces music. 80% of melody's music is done with light, showers of light. And Melody has promised to help Michael produce some new music, but not right now. I think it was either later this year or next year. Melody produces music in another local universe of showers of light. We have seen a little bit of this done on our planet, producing music that goes with light. And as Melody says, 80% of her music is that way.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how that would work. Maybe there's some technology that can be used for that, to show, I don't know, to show how the music syncs up with showers of light. The only thing I can think of is, using visual technology, videos, perhaps, with lots of beautiful colored lights to go with the rhythm of the music, perhaps.
Melody is saying that the young girls in the future will have a new way of producing music by themselves, that it will incorporate using the light as a part of the music they compose themselves. Right now they have their iPods, they have their phones, they have all these things, but there will be a new device that will be just for music. And it will be, some of them will be specially created just for the young child, and some for girls.
Elisheva has an app that she has created that produces music for healing.
Coming of the angel.
Oh, goodness.
She has used technology
Yes.
to create this music for healing and for uplifting and for
Activity, creativity, meditation, uplifting your mind.
Well, Persephone, or Melody as she likes to be called by us, she is going to have this device created, and the children, it'll be specifically for the young, very young. And the purpose of this music is to blend the colors, which correspond to the notes, for them to create, but it will also be endowed with an element from them as a gift from the gods. They are all musicians here, either singers or playing an instrument, and that music will help the young girl to nurture that love within her heart, so when she does become a mother, that she will want to bring that child into existence, to give that child a home and a loving parent that she will be. And the music will encourage this type of feeling toward the unborn that she will eventually have. Yes. Well, thank you, Melody. That's lovely. And I'm sure it won't take long for our inventors to invent something that maybe will bring this about.
And they'll create it themselves.
Yes, and they will create the music themselves, but she's saying they will be inspired by the gods. Because every god here will give a gift of music to the children of this planet in the form of colors or sound that will blend, and that the child can make and form and make in different ways, but it will nurture that inner love and that inner caring.
I have a question about it.
Yes.
Will the device be like a watch or a bracelet or something that the children will be able to take around with them everywhere. So on their free time or their idle time, it'll just be on them and a part of them, and they'll just be able to do it, where they are, and do it with their friends, or do it in the car, or on the train, or on the playground, or something like that.
I'm being told, and I'm seeing, that the children, the little girls, will be given it as a crown that they wear on their head. A little crown. And the crown will have, not real jewels perhaps, but they will have little like gems on the crown, and each one will be a different iridescent color, a different color. Each one will produce a different sound, and in some way they will be able to make those little crystals produce some form of music that they learn to create themselves.
With light.
With light. With light. They will wear the crown, the little girls will be proud of it, and it will be beautiful. Make them feel like a caring, loving little princess. I know the little girls love to be thought of as princesses, and the crowns are always the symbol of really the heavenly auras and the lights that come from above anyway. So it will be in the shape of a little crown that they can wear. I don't know. I'm not going to proceed on exactly how this will be functioning, but it will be created. It will be made so that although the people will not know it, but the gods will flow down their light, and the light becomes sound, and the child will use it, but it will also affect their heart and other organs, and give them more of a way to connect with God through music and through their heart.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Persephone, and thank you, Mother Venus, for sharing what you will do with the little girls. I know that we have, a big problem right now, and I don't know what your plans are for us right now. I mean, this is in the future.
Well, I don't know, it seems to me like the magisterial mission with Lord Maitreya is meant to bring some new approaches for young people to help develop a new civilization, a new society that will be more loving and nurturing and more peaceful. And certainly working with young people and helping them to be more loving and nurturing and peaceful would certainly help. Is this Lord Maitreya? Is this an aspect of the magisterial mission, or is it more of an aspect of this new worldwide religion where women take their rightful place as co-equal with men and valued for who they are and what they have to contribute? Is it more magisterial mission, or would it be more this new worldwide religion of love, or both?
Well, Lord Maitreya is saying that Mother Venus, her mission to produce this worldwide religion of love is an aspect of the magisterial mission. Of course, Mother Venus is right now focusing on the very young female child, because the future of this earth is dependent on the young female child to protect her child. The governments will not protect her child. The males at this time do not seem to be encouraging protection of her child. So they want to work through the female child to develop her nurturing instincts through the music that is influenced by the gods, to try and develop in her a love that is so strong that she will never let anyone take away her child.
I have a comment. What if, I don't know what your original idea is about these crowns for the children, but what if there's different style crowns and they have different names and they actually have your names? Like one crown could be the Persephone, and that crown can play the music in a certain type of way, and then the other crown could be the Venus, and that crown could play the music in another type of way. And maybe there can be 3, 4, 5, 6 types of crowns, and then the children will want all of them. And maybe they could be different colors, like the Venus could be a nice pink or something, or Persephone, whatever your colors that you represent, your crown could be that. And that way, your name will actually be upon their crown chakra and flowing through their entire being, and can be touched with you in any kind of way that you want it to be, some kind of personification through the crown. I don't know, it's just an idea.
I think some company better hire you fast.
Yeah.
You're terrific. Mother Venus, do you want to respond, or do you want Persephone to? Persephone. She's saying ultimately, through the religion of love that the Mother will produce, that there will be groups of people on the earth that will certainly demand that some of these crowns will be made as you're describing, because maybe they will be in a group of heart-centered people, or maybe they will be in a group of a different religious order that understands what's going on here. Maybe Mother Venus will try and, with her religion, explain to more of the groups of religious people around the world what is really going on here. And maybe then they will accept these crowns being made with angels' names on them, or personifications and so forth. And that's magnificent that you're already, this is a Gemini girl over here, ladies. She is ready to expand her ideas into the world, I'll tell you that. Certainly, there are so many ways that it can
From what
be
you're
done.
saying, it sounds to me like there will be more products than just crowns. If there will be groups of people who will not demand per se, maybe demand, I don't know, but maybe these groups of people will want products and things that go along with the new way of thinking.
Yes, because then along with the crowns, we'll need like scepters or something for the boys. So that.
Well, I also mean like food products and clothing products, and the way we function in our homes. It could be a lot of things, a lot of products. Is that true?
Well, Maitreya is saying that there will be many devices that will be given to people in the future. And one of them will be for all adults, for all people really. One they will use in the morning to see how their body is functioning, and through the sound and the light, so it won't be a crown, but through music, through sound and light from the gods, they will receive the color, the sound that they need to try and balance their body, to go out into the world that day, feeling well and feeling good. Maybe this type of thing will almost take the place of vitamins that we take in the morning. Every day we take our vitamins. But vitamins, a lot of vitamins are the result of color. Vitamin E is yellow, and so forth, and the fruits that we eat have a lot to do with our health. The red strawberries, the red apples, so forth. Color. So Maitreya is saying that is certainly one thing that will be produced. Devices that will help every person when they get up in the morning to check the device And through color and through the sound and a combination, which he knows that Persephone loves to do. She loves to combine the showers of light with the music and the sound. That through that, the person can be balanced and go off for the day feeling much, much better. So he's saying, yes, this is a part of the future, and it's not going to be that long that you're going to start to see these things that will replace maybe, like I say, the vitamins, or especially, Maitreya is saying, don't forget, replace the prescriptions. We're over prescribed.
So is that a message for the world, Lord Maitreya? Replace the prescriptions?
Maitreya says that he is here mainly with Demeter, or Ceres is her other name, Roman name. And with her, he is working to provide the very best, most nutritious, freshest food that people can have, and he wants them to have it all over the world, everyone to have that. He is saying that there are going to be ways to maybe make the food more nutritious. He is not happy with a lot of the ways that we're doing now, of course. He would like to have it done in a more celestial way, again with color and light, perhaps, and with the blessings of all the angels and the gods. But food is definitely one of the programs that he has. And you know, it's interesting, I have to tell you ladies, if you don't mind, Maitreya, I'd like to tell them a little story. In one of the meetings, Maitreya said that he wants to change the appearance of our military. Now we have Lynelle here is in the army. And she is a person who has been in a tank, and she's been in other helicopters and so forth. Maitreya is saying that he wants, in the future, when there is enough peace, for all of the military to be used to bring the fresh fruits and the vegetables and enough food to every part of the world, so that there is no hunger in any remote place of the world. And that when a person sees a person in the military, a child perhaps, I know we read about children that are afraid when our Americans come over, but they will not be. They will run to them because the military will be the avenue that will give all of the world the resources, not only food, but Maitreya is also involved in housing for the poor and for everyone to have at least 60% more prosperity than they have right now, and he wants it soon. He doesn't want to wait too long. He wants everyone to have that. But he has to have a more secure world to be able to even think about doing something like this.
Speaking about the people without food, the people without homes, I hope that's on topic. What do they think about Nick Curto's idea?
Maitreya, you know, but our guests do not. Nick Curto is a past president of the Urantia Society, as my husband is, as Michael is. And he has a wonderful idea. He lives in New York, where Lynelle resides. And he has a wonderful idea of using all of the plastics that we have in excess that are discarded to make homes for the poor. We have whole islands of plastic in the oceans right now. Many areas and many countries and many even cities in America are starting to say, we're not going to allow any straws. We are going to ban them. Yeah. Maitreya is not I am sorry to say, as involved in providing plastic for housing, but maybe for a temporary housing. He is more interested in a permanent restructuring for people, but maybe in a temporary way. The plastics could be used. I know the space materials that we use are something people are thinking of making them into temporary buildings for the poor, shelters. Space materials that are cloth.
Using space materials.
Yes. And maybe they also could use the plastics for that. Maitreya is not inclined to be as interested in a temporary situation, which he thinks that will be.
Something about 3D printing? I don't know what
Yes,
that
yes, that they can actually make a shelter out of plastic, like that, a 3D, dimensional form. But again, Maitreya is saying he is more interested in producing permanent dwellings to shelter people, to bring them into a sense of more security and having a feeling of more longevity in the home that a plastic could not give.
Is that something we should communicate to Nick, or should we just allow him to go ahead with whatever ideas are going on in his mind at this time?
He would like his ideas put out. He says yes.
I seem to,
Please, yes.
seem to get the impression that
Yeah.
I seem to get the impression that Nick's creation of the awareness of the plastic situation is important.
Absolutely, absolutely. The fish are eating the plastic islands.
And people
The
are
people are
consuming
consuming the fish. And this is a major problem that's going to be really chronic for people's health. Oh my.
Well, I wanted to
Yes.
say thank you very much, Mother Venus, for all of those wonderful ideas that you have given us about some of the work that you will be doing, especially for the women of our planet, because I feel that women are extremely valuable, as are men, on this planet, and I would like to see more peace and more love with men and boys valuing all of the wonderful gifts that women have to offer. And myself as a teacher, I appreciate your focus on the young girls. I certainly try to be a wonderful example for the young girls, as a person who's responsible and caring and loving. And I appreciate that work that you'll be doing with the young girls through whatever means, with crowns and music and sound and also series. Appreciate that so much. I wanted to ask you, thank you, Mother Venus. I wanted to ask you, Lord Maitreya, why are you in your Middle Eastern body tonight? Is there a reason? Specific reason? Because I know sometimes you'll come and be in different bodies for different reasons.
Well, he's saying this isn't the reason that he always does. But since we were bringing up Mother Venus and her desire to instill more love in the young female child, that he is wearing the Middle Eastern garment, that we do not forget the women, the young girls of the Middle East.
And the women.
Absolutely.
They're going through a hard time.
Yes,
A lot of
yes, yes.
I know there are some changes in Saudi Arabia now that the prince is opening up things for the women of Saudi Arabia a little bit. They're able to drive and direct movies and things like that. I would hope that maybe something more could be done. Is that...
What time do we have? How long have we been?
It's 9:30.
Maitreya, thank you for bringing this to our attention through your dress, that we will pray for the young girls, for the female who is in the Middle East. You have said that the Middle East will bloom again. And I'm sure that through your programs and that you want to bring joy and prosperity and equality. And through Mother Venus, we know that you will, through her programs. But to remember the children and the young girls in the Middle East especially. Yes, yes, we do pray for them. We will pray for them.
Would any of you like to ask any questions?
Is there anything you would like to ask?
Can I ask a personal question?
Of course.
With all these beautiful babies here and music, is there anyone that can help me to that I've accepted that I'm a steward of this app that helps people with the drumming of the elements found in the teaching? Is there anyone that would like to assist me?
She's created an app for the Tao Te Ching that has drumming that goes along with a message, and the person will press the drum, and there will be a drum beat that will help bring that message home and maybe balance.
Okay, I'll first embody those elements associated with the answer.
Apollo and Dionysus share the god of music. They are the god of music. They share it. They flow their inspiration down to this planet through many, many people and many personalities, and even other celestials, such as we said, ascended masters and so forth. The gods flow through them and through us. They are the god of music. They suggest that you think of them. Apollo and Dionysus. Dionysus, the ancient mysteries of Dionysus, used to use the drum, the drum beat. When they would enter the cities, Dionysus would enter the cities.
Dionysian festivals.
Yes. They would have in the entrance, before that he came in, they would have the drums. And they also would have the cisterns that would play music, the Egyptian cisterns. So the drum. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you, Dionysus. We hope that you will help her. We will pray for the young women of the Middle East. I'm sorry that we couldn't get around to more of you, but our time has ended. Are they still here? They are gone. But I thank you for coming. I thank everyone for being here. I hope that Lynelle will start really getting her brain going on these crowns. I hope that
You have a song.
our song from Michael will take us home feeling good, and our meeting is completed. They are gone. Thank you so
Right,
much.
I just have a little song here for us.
And then we're through. We'll have our song. Thank you.
Well, yeah,
all
you
for
guys know
coming.
it's up here in Mission Viejo. It's been, 90, 95,
Oh,
97,
yes.
99.
So
It's been
long.
up there. And luckily, we were so happy because Lynelle came to stay with us in a nice, a nice chunk of good, nice weather. Okay, so this is the Maitreya song that you heard last night, but with a little different words.
And I want to mention again that Apollo is working through Saint Germain.
Apollo came to me in a dream a few years ago while I was working on the album.
Apollo.
Excellent.
Apollo will help you. Well, the thing that you have to remember now is that all of their focus, well, not all, maybe it's like only 0.1% of something, but a lot of their attention is on this planet right now. And so now's the time to use it.
But I have been working with Saint Germain.
Saint Germain is not an emanation, but Apollo is working through Saint Germain and inspiring him, because he is also very close on our planet right now. So all of these celestials are offering their services to us. If we think of them, if we want to use them, they want to be used. So Apollo and his son Dionysus, they both share the god of music for this planet. So, Michael, would you please do our song?
Okay, Maitreya. There's some beautiful stars up there.
There are really, and especially Venus over there above. Yes. All right, we'll hear our song and then we'll get you one. We'll get you one.
Maitreya, 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 Maitreya. New World Teacher, Lord of Light, I feel your presence as we speak, moving and shaking the forces divine, changes for humanity. Maitreya, 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 Maitreya. Here and now we welcome your grace. I know a new day has begun. Leave all the past and the fear behind us. Peace and joy for everyone. People of the world, your light has come.
Yes, the light. The light is come.
Freedom.
Freedom Star. Our planet is the Freedom Star.
Maitreya, 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 Maitreya. Your team of celestials, a powerful crew, a group to get the job fulfilled, transforming our world, bringing truth and light, a golden age, what a thrill. Maitreya, 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 Maitreya. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone who came. Thank the Celestials. Thank you for coming.
You came, a daughter of paradise, to create for us a brand new life in design, a shift for us in paradigm. New foods to cultivate and grains to grind. Our Father in heaven has declared, divine daughter, implant your seed and share the gift of new life everywhere. A song for Ceres, divine daughter Ceres, giver of abundant blessings. As Demeter, you were the ancient god, a symbol of fertility and fruitfulness, teacher of agricultural pursuits, revelation enabling us to bear great fruit. Our Mother in heaven has declared, enrich the earthly soil and prepare the gift of the harvest everywhere. A song for Ceres, divine daughter Ceres, goddess of the fruitful harvest. Your loveliness, your beauty, and your grace divine, a picture that we see within our higher minds, enabling us, empowering us to change our lives. For the world, no more hunger, food for all mankind. O Ceres, inspire us today, cultivate in us a brand new way, to live a life of health and joy, we pray. A song for Ceres, divine daughter Ceres, vision of a beautiful future. A song for Ceres, divine daughter Ceres, giver of abundant blessings, goddess of the fruitful harvest, vision of a beautiful future. Lovingly you till our soul. Maitreya.